Hey guys, we're gonna continue this cringe series. All-Star Batman and Robin, the Boy Wonder, issue number 8 from all DC Comics by Miller and Lee. Why does the Joker has a dragon? Everything in this book is trash. This book is trash, and I keep reviewing it until you also think it's trash. Not everything Frank Miller and Jim Lee does separately or combined is good. This is a perfect example of everything is edgy. This is a edge lord's wet dream. This whole book, it's just all cursing and negative and okay. So the Joker had, I don't know, roofied this woman, and she said, "Well, I'm not sure you did it, but it's not what I'm saying." And she has a white night stand with this guy, right? And they call me the Joker. I'm not very funny, he says. It's a funny name. She says, wasn't there someone else called the Joker who poisoned the water supply years or so back? And he says, yeah, it was me. But instead of her just, I don't know, grabbing her stuff and get the hell out of here, she just stays, right? And so he explains to her that he knows her, that she's an attorney, and that she is a crusader, a particular passing for hunting down child molesters and bring them to justice. And he finds that remarkable, and he says that he loves her. And she just says, okay. And so, Joker Man, how did did you learn my name anyway? Right? And then she's, I don't know, punching her lights out because he picked her with care. It was all deliberate, right? And he also says that not many, or a lot of many people are going to miss her, so he's going to kill her. And so he says, the things that we did, it was nothing, it's just sports. This is love in my own special way. And he crushes her larynx, chokes the life out of her, and that's done, right? He revels in her death cries or woes or, that, right? He's a sadist. Anyway, I'm not sure I could have shown you this, but I did it anyway. So fucking. Like I said, it's an edgelord's wet dream. Anyway, and then we go to the Batman in the Batcave with, Robin, who is at this point not Robin. And then Batman explains, look at this. I gave him a chance to murder the creep who shot his parents to death, and he didn't take it. What do you mean? You gave him a chance to murder his... What is this? What is this writing? What is this writing? So then suddenly, not Robin at this point, says, who's the Joker? Well, I don't know why the Joker just comes up, but he says he's a psychopath. Anyway, and he's a serial killer, murders for profit, some for sick pleasure, and he doesn't know. There's something about it that he hasn't figured it out, which is strange. I mean, he boldly claims that he's the best ever, Batman I'm talking about, that he knows everything, but still he cannot figure this out, which is odd. Anyway, so he says, you don't know squat, let's get to work. And he says, well, you're not ready, I'm working solo, man, and you could pass for Little Nemo. What's Nemo? Well, look it up. Get yourself a costume and a mask, and we start talking. So Robin... He says, why a mask? I have a secret identity. I said, you have a secret identity so that nobody will be able to find you when you aren't working. But then he says, well, that's stupid because everybody saw you kidnapping me, so everybody would know that I'm Robin. Well, he has a point. He says, I'm going to figure something out. Well, that's easy writing, right? And he's calling him the Boy Wonder. And Robin doesn't like that. He says, so come up with something better. I'm not made out of time. It's about time you did something around here. It's just... And he says, I got a question. So I think, this is going to be a hard question, right? Or a significant. No, he wants to know something about the robot T-Rex. What the hell's with that? Shut up, he says, and get to work on your costume and get yourself a damn mask. So the artist Jim Lee just wasted this whole page on this stupid thing that's happened in front of me. What the hell is this? Also, like I said, it's all complaining. It's all complaining and negative. Everything is about this book is negative. There's not one person here that doesn't curse, that is unlikable, or I mean likable. Everybody is here is trash. Maybe for the Green Lantern, right? But not before he is. What's his name? Let me get back to work here. Jocko Boy, that's how they call him. So he's throwing into the river, and oh yeah, there's another one. I need to address this too. So, what about Jocko Boy, the old back there? You told him my name. I made damn sure he was too stoned to remember anything. Wait a minute. So you drugged this guy, and then also, so he's throwing into the river with his hands behind his back, and this guy still thinks there is maggots in his throat. Batman says, your condition is permanent. You're never going to get any better. Welcome to hell, Jocko Boy, forever. So he's torturing this guy. And then, it was a lie, but it was a good one, and he revels in it. Now look at this crap. Editor's note, we can print Jocko Boy's response to the standards of decency. Decency. Of all the crap that I've shown you in this video, in this whole series, you tell me that you have any shred of decency. Get out of here with this crap. Anyway, so Robin Hood, right? Easy to figure it out. So then Robin hears something, a voice that comes from the Batmobile. It's Alfred, but we don't see him. He's not coming forward, but he's just staying in the back, and Robin thanks him for the meal, and Alfred responds, why doesn't he come out of the... Doesn't matter. And he says, I need some tights and mask, and a cape with a hood. As you wish, I wait your specifications. So he also knows that he's coming from England, British, South Kensington. How do you know? Have you been to England? Don't know. Just go along with it. Moving on, more waste of pages of Batman being angry about Robin getting under his skin, and then he thinks about the Joker, but he's dismissing it, right? Because he's a clown with more power. Calls him a demigod before. Then he's meeting up with maybe the only decent guy here, Hal Jordan, right? And he calls him out as Hal Jordan. Oh, isn't this funny? You know? I know everything. What do you want? Where are you? So Batman is playing stupid, childish games with him. I'm everywhere and nowhere. What do you want? He says, what do you want, Jordan? And he's basically belittling him, right? So that a mentor was looking for a man with superhuman will, a man without fear. The mentor's job description for Hal didn't seem on two-factor and smarts. He's dumb as a post. This clown makes oversized egg beaters and mousetraps and vacuum cleaners when he could set the whole world straight with that ring. What a damn idiot. The things I do with that power like that. And he says, hey, I want to talk to you. But he says, no, you're going to talk to me when I'm ready. So we're going to meet in 12 hours. So this whole thing here, with little to no real progression when it comes to story, except Batman being angry and playing stupid games and belittling people the whole time, is more like, we're going to meet up in 12 hours. F off. All right, so Hal Jordan doesn't like it. So Selina here is getting a visit from the Joker, right? And he wants to work with her for reasons. And she says, yeah, sure. Why not? He grabs the arrow because Robin shoot why would you fucking shoot an arrow at Batman? How did you know it wouldn't kill him? How would you know he would grab it? How would you know he wouldn't, I don't know, dodged it? You just killed this guy. So even this little shit, can I say that? No, mostly it's after 10, 12 minutes. Damn it. YouTube algorithms. This little creep here behind just shot an arrow. They're all unlikable. They are scummy people. And he says, just call me the Hood. But Batman says, no, and he does this, right? Because he watched Robin Hood movies when he was younger. And he says, lose the hood, you're Robin. That's the end of the book. That's the end of the book for now. It's just trash. I have nothing positive to say about this book. Nothing. Yeah, the art looks good, but it's so unworthy of this story. I don't know, man. I hate everything about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Would be great. Like my video. Leave a comment. See you next time. Bye.